Hello, friends. Hello, Tech News. How are you doing today? I've met one of our guests, one of the special developers, entrepreneurs in Mauritius, Mervyn. So, if you remember him, we had Mervyn and Vroume on
February.
February.
Yeah,
Yeah,
February,
February
yeah.
Tech News. So, how are you?
Good, tired, but good. Happy to be tired actually.
Ah,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, yeah. It's been a while. We did meet at a meetup,
Not
I
a
think.
meetup, yeah, I think.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. Just for some background story, I knew you from quite a while, but I met you in one of the front-end coders
Yeah,
meetup,
yeah.
and you talk like you explained something very interesting in Angular, and yeah, this like imprinted you in my mind, and of course other things as well. So what's up? What's going on with you today?
Lot of things happening. So I have my talk tomorrow. Slides are ready, still rehearsing, so to give everybody the best that I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm fighting with the slides, fighting with my full-time job, fighting with the startup. Lot of stuff, lot of interesting things happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I would like to really point out because I was very happy to see this is some recognition you got recently, so maybe you can
Yeah.
share this emotional
Yeah,
story.
it's on the 1st of April actually. Yeah, so I recognized Microsoft MVP for community work, so in web technologies. Yeah, so I love web from like 10, 12 years ago, so got recognized. Actually, I'm happy that whatever I did is helping people and finding value out of it. So that for me, the value that I'm providing to people is the best recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more people to continue. So like you're doing, like we need
Nice.
more people to continue sharing, to spread the passion actually.
Yeah. Before I met you, actually, I remember you were one of the very few Mauritians writing on the which website it is?
C Sharp Corner.
Yeah, C
Yeah,
Sharp, because I learned a lot of C Sharp, not only C Sharp on it,
yeah,
but mostly C Sharp. And once I saw Mervyn, like when you share it,
yeah,
oh, but I know Mervyn. Yeah, I read your tutorial a few
yeah,
months back. I was very happy and I immediately thought, yeah, let's get together, let's talk, let's meet one day. But then you know how life is.
yeah,
And then, of course, we won't forget Vroume.
yeah.
What's up with Vroume?
So I'm in the process of patenting part of the processors that I thought were good to have. So in my mind, it was some nice to have thing. Why not have it in Mauritius? So send the documents for the patent. This morning I've got a reply that we're the first one to incorporate social network capabilities in a
Congrats.
company platform in the world. So the in the world thing was still in my mind. So yeah, very happy.
Good, congrats. Very good.
Yeah, so it's innovation from Mauritius.
Very
Yeah,
happy. Yeah, it's nice.
yeah. Putting our
And yeah,
country like we call Mauritius the store and key, so let it brine,
yeah,
let it shine. Yeah,
yeah. Very good because I believe that just to share my personal story, I think Mauritius, our roads are overcrowded, and most of the time, like you shared on Tech News a long time ago, February,
yeah,
most cars have only a single person in it, and it goes a long way. 50, 20 cars, just like that, and we all lose time.
yeah,
And this also, unfortunately, we not only lose time, but this prevents us from making friends as well.
yeah. So that's from where the idea of having a social network or building platform comes from.
Yeah.
And also yesterday I was watching the news. Yeah, it's very important to watch the news at my place. So I've heard the stats. So it's 3,000 cars per hour commuting to a bank. So either to a bank to somewhere else, but there are 3,000 cars. It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. So for
Enormous.
1.2 million people, 3,000 people per hour, it's a lot.
It's incredible.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And most of the cars are actually only one person, at
yeah.
most two.
And think of the effect that it has on the planet. So it's not good at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the congestion in Eben is incredible, and the lack of parking. This is one of the things that always makes me think about Rome.
yeah,
The
yeah.
problem that you can
The parking issue, yeah, it's hell. And
Yeah.
if you're able to get a parking, it's a paid one, and it's very expensive.
It's
as well.
very expensive. You need to sell a lot. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. So I keep pushing for the things that I love, which
Yeah.
is tech and the environment.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope to have more people joining me, either in tech or in ecology, or both of them. Why not?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also enjoy the um, the videos, links that you often share on LinkedIn, on Entrepreneur,
Yeah.
many of the startup founders, because at some degree I'm not really a founder myself. I try to, but it really resonates. I read a book called Lean Startup way
Yeah.
back ago, and since then I tend to think myself as an entrepreneur or one entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I try at least.
It's a very good book.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my talk tomorrow, I'll be talking a lot about that because a lot of people think that uh, like uh, entrepreneurship in tech is only startup founders, but no, there's more to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in my talk, I'll try to demystify that a bit because a lot of people are doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you've seen that the trends, all engineers want to start their own thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the trend. You have Elon
Yeah.
Musk, you have Mark Simoncini, Eric
Yeah,
Forsberg, you have all of those great guys who were engineers.
Yeah.
So people want to do that, but yeah, for some reason they don't want. They are afraid to give it a shot. You have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. It's
Mm.
just experience.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the effect that the book, The Lean Startup, had on me. I couldn't actually sleep for days. I tried a lot of stuff, and looking back, for me, one of the biggest errors or lack of, I would say, at the time, lack of experience was that I tried a lot of things in silos, like I was not in public. You will see now I have the complete opposite approach. Everything I try to do is in public, like in videos and LinkedIn,
Yeah.
because what I've learned is that the marketing part is the hardest part.
Yeah, always.
I
And
always-
it's not
Yeah.
easy to be on that side of the street.
It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable right now. We are a bit used to, but I've already asked today lots of friends to talk a bit,
Yeah.
but they were completely shy, and I understand. It's not
Yeah,
easy.
it's not
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
So the approach, the philosophy that I've since adopted is build in public, try to do stuff in public. Then we see where there is a need that we can eventually.
Yeah, I go by the one thing like just get started.
Yeah.
Like in French we say like the first step to any journey. Like I don't know what it is about. Like you
Yeah.
have to get started.
Yeah.
So for me it's like you need to have a good plan. But once you have it, just get started.
Yeah.
So once you get started, I had the same feeling the first time I posted a LinkedIn article.
Yeah.
So what will people think about me? Is that because a lot of great
Yeah.
guys talking about JavaScript. So what will they think of me?
It was the
So
syndrome.
yeah, 1 year later, I'm 15 blogs and articles.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Very bad.
you need just to get started,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
once you do it, you love doing it.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
becomes addictive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had written myself over 400 blogs.
yeah,
Unfortunately, I didn't pay my BPS, and DigitalOcean decided, yeah, I'm going to delete everything. Unfortunately, I had Medium as backup.
yeah.
I cross-posted, so I will eventually import back everything.
I know getting started is like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
You're able to do it once. Why not have to do it again?
exactly. Yeah,
So that's one thing also. You can put it in context of failure. But say, okay, I've tried something, it failed. No, you didn't fail. You succeeded in getting experience.
yeah,
So that's when you're starting something else. You're not starting from the like ground level.
Yeah, yeah.
At least it's the first step that you have to get started.
Exactly. This reminds me of the talk I had yesterday on the, I don't know if you know this method, Zettel-Karsten method. So it's basically, just to resume a bit,
Huh?
it's also called Slipbox method.
Okay.
So you have index cards whereby you make a note, you write an idea, you elaborate, then you try to connect it to other notes.
Yeah.
And the key point it says is you never start from scratch. And even if we make mistakes, you're not starting from scratch any longer.
Yeah. So you make mistakes because you started. Like if you didn't have anything, you won't be making any mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So talking about the plans and all the drawings, so I have whiteboards, I have notebooks. Yeah. I'm writing everywhere actually, even on my mobile. Yeah, it's like a drawing book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the points of another book that I presented. Perhaps you know it, The Second Brain by Thiago Forte.
No, not yet.
It explains to you, it gives you a framework to do just that, just a bit more organization, how
Yeah.
to take note, how to capture it anytime, distill it, express. So it's very good.
Yeah. So for the time being, I'm reading the 50th rule. So yeah, it's a book
Very good.
about
Yeah.
and 50 Cent. So the 50 Cent actually made like he went bankrupt and started all over again.
Oh,
Yeah, so the book is a bit about that. Yeah, it's a good one.
yeah, yeah.
So talking about how to get started again, so the guy went bankrupt and did
Oh,
all over again. So yeah,
oh, very nice.
yeah,
Interesting. Yeah, so
yeah.
many things to do. Anyways, we've got a very interesting video. But something I wanted to, I was thinking when you were talking about trying again, even for tech news.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking for weeks, and then I said, yeah, we don't really have the man, no, the time. Like look at this guy, incredible camera, sensor.
Yeah.
But if we wait for all of that, we'll never get started. And then we just try it with our.
If you want something to happen, you will make it happen. You don't need a lot of money or anything. Like
Yeah.
we can build. So in the era that we're living, we can build virtually anything out of nothing. So you don't need any expensive devices or anything. You just need to get started.
Yeah.
And then whatever follows, you'll be able to make some money and then you buy some equipment.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast did that.
Mhm.
So he started with the phone,
Mhm.
and now he's doing the like Netflix kind
Yeah.
of thing all over again. So,
Amazing. Yeah.
he started with the phone at
Yeah.
I think it was 12 or 13, I don't know. So yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to have the passion and the will to get started.
I remember watching a documentary talking about whatever, resonating with that.
Yeah.
You just need to get started.
Yeah.
And then he took this example, like it was very quite, it was very poor, but that's how he started. Even Mr. Beast, a very well-known YouTuber, started in his room with a lack of equipment.
Yeah.
Where he is.
Yeah, and because like even like he believes in something, like I think most of the people here they believe in something, he will make it happen because like he went to college, his parents, his mom thought he was going there, but he was making YouTube videos. So like, his passion overtook what his mom wanted for him. So you have to be driven by passion
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
doing stuff. So if you see on the t-shirt, the MSP also had the same.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
welcome to that.
Yeah, we don't really say unfortunately. Yeah, nice. Yes. Mm.
So I've kept that also in mind.
Yeah.
You need the passion. So that's the fuel of anything.
Nice,
The
very
passion,
nice.
yeah.
I remember MS Microsoft Student Partners like 10 years ago, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I just
Don't say
graduated.
10 years, I'll be old.
Wow, no, I love that Microsoft did a lot of good things before and nowadays as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have more participation, engagement,
Yeah.
in the tech community, in the tech
Sure,
scene.
sure, yeah. I'm waiting for the new guys to pop up and
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
new talents that we'll be having again.
Yeah. What do you think? Are they going to arrive or
It's
not yet?
already there. It's already in the pipeline. You just need to go give them the little push.
Yes.
So I think you're doing an incredible job in looking
thanks.
for talent. Yeah. So whoever wants to do something, get started and meet this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me and Hidayat, many
Yeah.
of his ideas. And for me, one of the things I found most interesting is that a lot of times I see relative friends, acquaintances, or some random people talking, saying that they have decided after college to do some graduation in finance, in excellence, or in architecture, or something else. And what eventually happens, either they don't get job and they reconvert
Yeah, we
to
can-
IT,
yeah.
reconvert to IT, or they just stop their degree 3 years, they do 3 years, and then go and do a degree in IT another 3 years, but eventually do IT.
Yeah, but you know, even if you go to finance or you go to architecture, whatever it is, if you have the will to do something, like you can create a company out of anything. Like if you're passionate about architecture, for example, you can do something about that. You can freelance. There's a lot of things to do. If you want to reconvert into something else, fine. If you want to get into tech, fine. Because you're one of the few things where we can have an idea,
Yeah.
we switch on our computer and get something up and running in a day.
This is very good point, huh?
Yeah,
You didn't
but
think
even
about
in architecture, if you want to do something, like for example, let's take the architecture thing for example. You may go look for to be an architect to go work for somewhere very famous, but you can also go back and be a teacher about architecture. That could also be a thing. You're doing architecture, but in a different way. You're helping create new architects as well.
Yeah.
So just don't look at the job part of it. Just see how you can give back. And eventually, we need money. Like,
Yeah.
we need money. But that will follow. If you're doing things by passion, I can tell you, that will follow.
Yeah.
But just don't job because you're not getting a job.
Yeah.
Nothing prevents you from creating a job. Like we've seen new kind of jobs, even new in the adverts. You can see that there are some positions that did not exist 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So you
really.
cannot say you don't have a job because no one wants you. So maybe there's something that you want to do that does not exist yet.
YouTuber didn't exist.
Yeah,
Prompt engineer in generative AI didn't exist
yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Get out, make things happen. Don't wait for stars to align. I've been telling that a lot. Don't wait for stars to
Yeah.
align. Go make it happen. Like maybe you'll be creating something that people will want to do later. You'll be a model then. Yeah,
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
yeah.
Yeah, you're motivating me right now. I've read some of that in books, especially about creating posts, but this has never resonated. Like we are discussing about it, you're talking about that.
Yeah.
Ah, it's very good. I'm just thinking.
Don't wait to go. Don't go look for a job if it does not exist. Make it happen.
Yeah.
You don't have like rules or anything to try to put you in a box. Okay, that's the job. That's the what people want. Like maybe your parents want you to be that guy, but it's not what you want.
Yeah.
That's something new that you want to be. Try it. Don't be afraid to be different. It's normal. It's okay to be different. So
Yeah.
for some people the difference is their power. So
Mm.
don't be shy about it.
Oh, this is very good.
Don't be shy about being
Yeah.
different.
I need to steal this quote.
Well, like when you're in school, people will try to bully you because you're different. So yeah, I've been through that. I won't get into details. But yeah, but when you look back, Steve Jobs say you can only connect the dots when you look
Yeah.
back. So when you look back, you are different. You are just trying to fit yourself in, like in the box of where the others were.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not you. Don't change who you are because of others. Yeah,
It's very good point.
follow your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, talking about bullying and things like Steve Jobs' quote, which resonates a lot with me and us in
Yeah.
general, is something that we didn't want to happen previously. That okay, this guy bullied me, this bullied me, and so on and so forth. But today we are able to stand here and talk in front of the camera
Yeah.
because this has helped us develop a thick skin.
Yeah, it's part of us. It's part of our story. We do not have to hide it. We have to speak about it to create awareness and to make other people know that being different is a power.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't be shy about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the way we are going to find everyone has like a talent that
Yeah.
need to be put into practice, and I don't know what mine is. Maybe I like talking yet or writing.
well, when you look back to the video, you'll see your talent. I'm seeing it right now.
Ah, thanks. From childhood, I always enjoy seeing people speaking, especially in public, eloquently, with charisma, especially. Not so good of an example, politicians, but they spoke well.
But if they do it well, they do it well. Yeah.
And this has been on my mind since I've understood that 6 years, 7 years.
Yeah.
And even my father was a teacher and he spoke so well.
Yeah.
So since childhood, I wanted to do just that. And of course, we were nervous and things like that always, but natural.
Yeah, it's normal. The guy saying that he's not nervous. Either he's gifted
Yeah.
or he's trying to hide it from you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the best speakers, the best entrepreneurs who talk really well, like Steve Jobs, said that they had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
People didn't listen to them at first. And one of the books I've read a long time ago, I can't remember, it's very important, is that the issue Steve Jobs had is he couldn't convince people to listen to him because he was a dropout, he was selling actual apples.
Yeah.
This is where the name came. So one way he decided to improve his products, his machine, his design skills. So design skill actually he went back to school
Yeah.
and didn't follow the curriculum, didn't actually enroll.
Yeah.
He just went and got into different rooms, the one that interested him by pure passion.
Yeah.
And from that he learned design, he learned how to speak better, and he had the platform because he had his company. And this is how we have Apple nowadays.
Yeah, even for us, so if I concern myself, so I'm an engineer. I'm doing programming a lot. But for the sake of the passion that I had for Vroume, actually, I had to go learn marketing. I had to go learn design. So I didn't do front end that much. I had to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you shared this on Tech
Yeah,
News episode.
how to do it. I'm not telling you to be a jack of all trades,
Mm.
but just get enough to get started.
Mm.
Yeah,
This is one question I always wanted to ask you because when we've interviewed, talk
yeah,
with many of our guests are actually specialists, experts. Like we try to interview experts, but not necessarily. Yeah.
yeah.
There is always this discourse, which is better or more interesting or more valuable is this generalist or specialist. What do you think?
Like I've had this discussion a lot with a lot of my friends. So I had that with Kevin, I had that with
Mm.
another friend, Christopher. So it depends on the purpose that you want to serve.
Mm.
So you can be like a specialist in backend. Fine, you can do something very beautiful. But are you going to tell your users to go like code the API from Postman?
Yeah, I
So
agree.
you can be a specialist in backend, but being a specialist in something is not enough
Mm.
because it's only part of the thing that you're giving back to people, like
Yeah.
people are using. So I'm taking the context of us in
Mm.
tech. So you can be a specialist in backend.
Yeah.
Your users won't know Postman, so they need a front end.
They don't even care.
So even being like an expert in backend, there's very complex things in backend. But at the end of the day, like you need to be able to spin up a database, to have some clean code, sorry, because you need to maintain that,
Yeah.
some well-written APIs,
Yeah.
and good UI and a way to present it.
Yeah.
So you're not specialist either in backend or front end, okay?
Mm.
Like you're not even an expert,
Yeah.
but you're knowing enough of both.
Mm.
So like having only backend is good, having only front end is good. So you're having half of a person every time.
Yeah.
So being an expert makes you half of a person.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very good because it's like having a better insight whenever
Yeah.
there's an issue happening.
Yeah.
But if like it depends on the path that you want to take. So I like to create things. For me, being an expert in something will require me to have a lot of time invested in learning, which I could have.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also,
Yeah.
like we need to have both of them to be able to deliver the value that we want to give
Yes,
to people because people expect things from us as well.
Yeah. That's very true. The reason I'm asking you, another reason as well is because you mentioned marketing, you mentioned like UI, UX, acquiring users, engaging with them. Because normally software engineers, we have this, it's not only software engineers, but people in general. We have ego or the way we see ourselves. So myself, I'm an engineer by trade, so I cannot and won't learn marketing. So what do you think about that?
No, at the end of the day, you're a person, right? So when you see someone walking in the street, you won't say, okay, he's doing that kind of job or not. Like you, yeah. You need to talk to people actually.
Yeah,
Like, when I'm talking to you, I don't know if you're doing backend or front end or you're full stack.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're just talking the same language. We're talking tech.
Yeah.
So when you're meeting someone in marketing, like you want, maybe you know some SEO because it's needed. Like you won't say, okay, based on each or this thing or this
Yeah.
inside, if I want to go on LinkedIn do this post, how will it perform? Like,
Yeah.
you won't go till there, but at least for you to have a constructive conversation with the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Because don't talk just for the sake of talking, but
Yeah.
it needs to be constructive both for both
ways.
people. Like you can
Yeah.
help him know a bit more about what you're doing, and he also can help you.
Yeah.
Like you being an expert, most of the time, people who are experts, like they don't want to listen to other people.
Yeah.
I'm the expert here. Don't question what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
Like you can be an expert, but be a good guy and learn other things as well.
Yeah. No, that's right. And the way I see it nowadays, it's very hard to keep up being an expert because tech, even the world, changes very quickly.
A new JavaScript library of most every
Yeah. And even in the field of AI, generative AI, machine learning
there's a boom.
operations, it's endless.
Like you cannot go talk to someone and he tells you, okay, I'm an expert in AI. Things will change. The thing will change tomorrow. You go back and learn it again just to be an expert.
Yeah.
Like you can like go talk to someone else. We'll share with you his learnings. Like maybe learning from other people is better than go by the books or the articles as well. Because like in the books or even articles or docs, like they will tell you how to do things.
Yeah.
But some people will try to go out of the
Yeah.
for practice set, and they will try to experiment things.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not documented, and talking to people is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Elon Musk saying just that. People asked him how he learned about rocket science, and he answered them it was not rocket science.
Yeah.
He said he learned it from people who already knew. He sat down with them and asked them to explain him.
Yeah.
And I think it's better. And that's one of the reason we are not getting you.
Okay.
One of the reason we do tech news in certain ways. And hopefully we do more long videos like this one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, like just maybe the last thing on this point.
Yeah.
Last year I did the Programmers Day. It was the first time that I created a tech event. So we did that on the 12th of September, the 11th of September it was last year.
Yeah.
I was trying to create an event. I wanted something very big, like over a week.
Yeah.
Never did anything like that. Then I called some people from marketing.
Yeah.
At first, because I was very focused on doing things this way, and they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, you won't be able to do that. Do it only one day, and you see how how
Yeah.
it goes. Like I was a bit crying about that. But after the event went very well. I got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things about marketing that I didn't know. Like they did it and they shared it with me. So this time again, we're going to have it.
Yeah.
And I've started the discussion with them based on what I've learned from them last time.
Nice.
And this time I'm learning new things from them again.
It's good. It's very
Yeah,
good.
so if I went on the net to try to read about marketing, I wouldn't find the things that they told me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember your event. Yeah, I even registered, but unfortunately I couldn't come. But this time maybe,
Yeah.
I will book my calendar.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it's quite close as well.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's been anything you want to say next. It's almost closing here. I see
Yeah.
everyone is packing.
Yeah. So to anyone who has passion, to anyone who wants to do something, once you have a plan, get started. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't wait for stars to align. Get started. You get
Yeah.
feedback, take it constructively, and build on that.
Yeah, I really enjoy all your stuff, Mervyn. And this video actually we can talk more and more. We're actually getting warm up and we sit down, we
Yeah.
exchange coffee. Maybe one day we should do that. Talk with Hidayat as well, or just
Yeah,
both of us.
true. So if anyone else want to have a chat with either you or me, I think we are both on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So people can contact us, and I'll be very happy to have a chat with anyone.
Definitely.
I love talking actually.
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
I'm presenting a lot everywhere.
You're a very good
Yeah.
speaker, very smooth as well. And this is one of the first thing I remember when I sat down. I think I presented first, or you presented before me, the content coders.
I don't remember.
But immediately you caught everyone's attention and you introduced very eloquently, and I said, yeah, he's a good speaker.
Very
I
happy
like
to
it.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, Mervyn. Very happy
Nice.
as usual.
Don't forget to talk again.
Yeah.
Again,
hopefully
to
we are
anyone
going to-
out there who wants to contact us, I
Yeah.
think they're welcome to contact us on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
See you.